Well, it's time for another exciting episode of What's Under This Tarp, Steve? Well, we're going to show you in a little bit. My friend Don's on his way over, and we're going to move this little baby into its new home. I'm waiting. It's my lovely wife out there on her mule. Well, that's not a mule. That's her John Deere zero turn. Got the gate project finished. Got all the film ready for it. Just got to do it. And here she comes. And she can wave to the camera. What a woman. Lets me bring all these goodies home too. Well, the old mule's running fine, musty one. She tools around on it, planting trees and such. Well, while I'm waiting on Don, I'm going to take you into my old shop and show you what's been going on here. People have been running over keypads left and right. I've replaced 5 this month. People can't drive. Oh, speaking of my wife, I found this the other day. This is something my wife made me about 20 years ago. Of course, back then, you can see I was partial to Diet Coke. She has this thing about me being kind of sloppy, or, you know. In fact, she's even put a little mouse down there sharing some dinner with me. You can tell it's dated. Old tire computers. I had quite a bit back in the day. She has number 31, 32, 17. Good woman. Printed out some papers for a repair we're going to do. This happens to be off a Monarch 10EE that's sitting in the back, and somewhere in this mess is the reason why it shifts so easy between forward and reverse. I'm going to tear it apart and see what we can find. Got to stick that through the sandblaster. That's the tailstock clamp for the, well, not tailstock clamp. That's the taper attachment clamp for the 16, which, as you can see, has been almost completely needled. Don got busy the other day and just went over the whole top part. The base has still got to be done. Straighten out those crinkles in the pan. Got another one over there. Been working on it. Getting ready to, the headstock is all back together in case you missed that. And it starts and it turns, and we're now moving on to evaluating this part. There's the compound slide. It's going to have to be re-scraped and planed. This is going to come off, and I've got to fix some parts underneath that are broken. I'm kind of worried about what's going on inside this, but now that I've got it running up here, I'm going to move on to this. I've put some wool on it and let it be soaking. Just not enough time. Too many good deals are popping up left and right on stuff. There's the next Bridgeport candidate. Don't know if I'm going to do much to this machine on scraping or anything. It's got chrome ways and they look semi-okay. Headstock shot. In that box is about $1,000 worth of parts to completely rebuild the upper half of this. This box here has an X and a Y lead screw. Got new nuts, new lead screws. It's pretty bad. That's how much it'll move without. But we're going to rebuild from here up, and then we'll get it running and see what's going on down here. I think this is all okay. Got new parts for the oiler. I think there's like 10 filters, or excuse me, metering screens in it. I'll replace all those. Thinking I'm going to keep this one. I think I'm going to put a nice DRO on it and leave it for my little stuff. I've just been so busy. A lot of this stuff you'll see coming up in the next videos. Gotta sharpen those two up. What else have we got going on around here? Well, I've got to work on this master square. Got to make a stand for that anvil. And I've just been, my friend Don has redeemed himself of every fault he's ever had. Friend Don took these home with him. And done his magic. Won't that look nice? He did all the plates. Here's the one that comes down here. This looks pretty dang nice to me. What else I got in here? He got this one back. I was shocked. This one was in really, really bad shape. Really bad shape. It goes on the bottom of this cover like that. I couldn't even read it till he got going with it. I mean, just looks wonderful. I hear his truck. Don't tell him I was bragging on him. Got that one. Got some little ones down in there. But it was very nice. There's the top of that compound off the 16. And I got other parts come rolling in. Get to where it's hard to find a place to even stack anything anymore. And here we've been working on that little project. In fact, when I bought it, I was able to buy a new set of upper pulleys, another motor, and this is a complete feed system, box and all. Luckily, we live in a world where you can find some plans on the internet. It's been very difficult to find them all. Speak of the devil.
I thought you were talking to yourself.
Again?
Again.
The doctor said I'm doing much better.
That's debatable.
Debatable? Look who's talking. Anyway, going through this maze down here. We've been working on this little baby. As you can, or you can't see, you haven't seen all the other videos. The head's back on top of it. It's got a new 2 horsepower motor up there and new $16,000 pulleys. I discovered that it's got an oil leak, and it's leaking out of this up here. So can't have that, so we're going to take this box off, and there's a seal that goes in there, and we're going to replace that seal. And then we're going to go into this and see why that little wire was there. We're filming all of that. We've got 2 or 3 videos on it already. As soon as I finish the straight edge videos, it's coming out. Well, this baby's, I just can't keep it. I've got too many machines, and it just doesn't fit into the needs of my shop. It's a sweet machine. I mean, technically it's better than any Bridgeport. But that's the way it is, right, Don?
Whatever you say.
You know, people say, but it'll take heavy cuts. Well, I've got this little sucker for taking heavy cuts, unattended, with flood coolant. So basically what I want is a smaller, easier to use mill that doesn't take up a lot of room, and frankly I've decided to keep this one. I don't know anything else we've been doing around here, Don. I've been going to sales all the time.
Yeah, it's starting to stack up.
Nah.
Not at all.
There's space where you're standing. We could put something there.
I'm here.
Well, that could be remedied too. Now, I want to get this one done. It's up next. But for right now, we got to see what's behind door number 1.
You put your thing up there.
I showed the people your work. Or he says it's his work. I don't know. I didn't watch him do it.
Best looking thing on the lathe.
You got that right. Oh, they're cool. I really appreciate it. All right. Through this little aisle here, we're going to roll another machine in a couple minutes. I think I'm going to clear out this little space and put it there for right this minute.
That's probably a good place for it.
Yeah. Well,
Be in the way of the stairs, right? Or maybe not.
well, we may just move this over.
Yeah.
I don't have time to watch much TV anymore. But eventually, when all of that stuff is cleared out of that corner and put upstairs on racks, I think
I thought that's where your
it would fit.
table was going. Your
Well, it's going to have to come out here. I think all of these things are going to be moved because he's talking about the plasma table that we're about ready to build since last year.
Yeah.
But no, there's only 1 or 2 oil-filled busts in your lifetime, so you got to buy the machines when you can. I guess this is 3 so far in my lifetime. It happens pretty regular. But I don't know. Things are still in the air. Okay, let's find some tripods. Don's over there lusting after my material now.
Always.
Always.
Metal whore.
Huh?
I'm a metal whore.
He said it, I didn't.
Well, I admit it. He keeps
I think they're nice guys, but they don't know that part of it. And when you really look at a machine critically, it's really hard to say, well, this is worth $4,000 and look at all the tooling. Yeah, but it's all outdated
How
tooling.
much is it missing?
How much is missing? What's broke? You know.
Well, that's
Oh
like that
crap!
little-
This thing's recording.
like that little
Well, we're
grinder.
having a discussion.
It's like the little grinder for $50. I'm not gonna turn that down.
No, that makes it where you're enthused about wanting to buy it and putting the effort into it. I mean, guys, look at this. I mean, this is a 16-inch Axelson.
Free.
The man gave it to me if I drove to Louisiana and picked it up. So I got all that a day into that.
Free. Still.
Right. It was free. I didn't have to put money into it and then drive to Louisiana and then take the headstock apart.
The transport was not free, but the machine was free. There you go.
And all my time and effort and labor. I mean, we've rebuilt the electrics on it.
That's fun.
Well, it's fun and I enjoy that. But businesses can't afford to do that.
Yeah, but we're not doing it for business. We're doing it for fun. Excitement.
Excitement. Excitement, you say.
Yeah.
Don, you must live a very
I live
boring
in a bubble.
life.
I live in a bubble. I live in a bubble. You know that.
But
So worth it in you and Steve.
it'll be okay.
Yeah, look at the end product.
Well, the end product's nice. But it's still only worth $6,000. All right. Enough of our poetic waxing.
And move.
It's still there, Don. Our project for today is to make that come into this building. Who's drumming my drumsticks? I've had to camouflage it to keep it away from my wife.
That worked. But you didn't make it. Still got one under here. Hold on.
So much for my dramatic uncovering. Ta-da! I don't see a drill mark 1 on this stupid table.
I mean, no novice.
No messing around with it.
No novice used it.
All right. First thing we need to do is round up some pipes and round up and take the trailer ramps and put them out.
Find your come along.
You find a come along, get the bar, hire 3 guys, laborers, to come over here and do this while we supervise,
Or rent a forklift, one of you.
or rent a forklift.